So what exactly is a FLOYD ROSE special? I mean, special's in the name, so they must be killer, right? I will break it all down in this video, but make sure you stick around to the end for some buying and customization advice for these trims. This is the axe, let's go! Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Nick. FLOYD ROSE is the original floating trim system, and it arguably makes some of the best trims on the market. With that being said, FLOYD ROSE makes an array of different trim products with varying quality and price. The tip top is the original FLOYD ROSE system made out of hardened steel out of Germany. There's also the FLOYD ROSE 1000 series that's based off the original FLOYD ROSE design, but it is made in Korea. So that begs the question, where does the FLOYD ROSE Special sit in this spectrum of quality and price in regards to like FLOYD ROSE products? Let's get into that, starting with a short bit of history. After the birth of the floating trim and the subsequent demand in the 80s, Floyd D. Rose, the inventor of the FLOYD ROSE, actually sold licenses to other manufacturers and guitar makers so that they could actually design and put out their own floating trim system. Some manufacturers like Schaller and Goto use those licenses to make some phenomenal trims that even rival the quality of the original FLOYD ROSE. Other manufacturers took those licenses and actually made cheaper trims with softer metals like zinc alloy and then would put them on their guitar stock. This became super popular as the demand for floating trims increased, and it allowed guitarists to get their hands on a floating trim for cheap. In fact, this model worked so well that FLOYD ROSE wanted to get into the market of like the cheap trims, so this is where the FLOYD ROSE Special comes into the picture. Now the FLOYD ROSE Special, in regards to design perspective on paper, is the same shape, size, and dimensions of the FLOYD ROSE original. What I mean by that is it uses saddles, a base plate, fine tuning screws, and all that shit. The biggest difference, and it's a big difference, is the materials that are used for the FLOYD ROSE Special as compared to the original. The FLOYD ROSE Special uses zinc alloy for the saddles, which is a lot softer metal than the hardened steel that you get on the original FLOYD ROSE out of Germany. Also, the Special has a sustain block made out of brass. Now, despite the rumors, the FLOYD ROSE Special does have a hardened steel base plate, just like the original. Now, the Special, just like the 1000 series, is made in Korea, not in Germany. While Korea produces great products as a whole, it can be speculated that you're not going to get the QC standards that you would from like a trim that comes out of Germany or the Schaller factory. The big takeaway here is that the FLOYD ROSE Special is made in Korea, and it utilizes materials that are softer metals like zinc alloy and that brass sustain block. Now, how does the FLOYD ROSE Special compare to the other FLOYD ROSE trims in regard to price? The Specials are bar none some of the cheapest trim products that FLOYD ROSE makes. And that's because this trim uses those inferior metals that are easier to produce, really, and the quality of the trim itself. Well, aftermarket, if you were to buy the Special new, it'd run you about $100 or less. And that's compared to the original FLOYD ROSE, which starts at about the mid 200s and can go all the way up to the 400s. This makes them ridiculously affordable, but it also helps mitigate the price of like a new guitar because it keeps the guitar rather cheap when you buy it stock. Hence why a lot of mid-level guitars like the Jackson X Series line is outfitted with a FLOYD ROSE Special. Guys, the FLOYD ROSE Special serves a certain purpose, and it can be customized to fit whatever trim need you may require. First, like we already talked about, it's super cheap. So if you need a floating trim, you have access to this one even if you're strapped for cash. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but the Special does have those zinc alloy saddles, and the strings that sit inside them will eventually cause some substantial wear and tear. Not all is lost here though, because you can buy saddle replacements fairly easily. You can replace them with zinc alloy saddles again, just meaning that those are eventually going to wear down too, so you're gonna have to keep replacing them. Or you could step up to like hardened steel saddles like the original that will probably last you a lifetime. Because remember, the FLOYD ROSE Special does have those same dimensions, design, and shape of the original FLOYD ROSE, so you can get those hardened steel saddles and throw them onto your Special for about 70 to 100 bucks depending on where you buy the saddles. Lastly, know that the FLOYD ROSE Special is a direct swap with a lot of trims on the market. You can obviously swap the FLOYD ROSE Special for another FLOYD ROSE product, but in most circumstances you can throw a Goto or a Schaller on there with just a little bit of an adjustment. So if there's a guitar that you absolutely love and you gotta have it, but it has a FLOYD ROSE Special, get it, abuse it, use the hell out of that trim, and then replace it down the road. Guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe below so you don't miss any more videos like this. That said, I'll catch you later.